College of Health and Human Sciences trivia. Whoever puts the answer in the chat box first gets to share a little bit about themselves. And we've went ahead and given you some questions so you can answer, or you can feel led to just answer anything that you want to share about yourself. So let me go ahead and spin the wheel. And again, the way to share about yourself is you are the first person to write your answer in the chat box. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull up the chat box so I have it ready. And here we go. What are the requirements for the international experience? So whoever puts their answer in the chat box first gets to share about themselves.
Let's see who's done the online advising module. What are the requirements for the international experience requirement? Want to take guesses? Gerald, you're too funny. 9 units, yeah. Well, William, that's actually kind of correct too, because you will be using for academic credit. And Samar, you are correct too. You do need an appointment with us. So.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go with William. William, you can either unmute yourself, show your face and speak, or you can write in the chat box. Question, if you've ever belonged to an organization before?
Organization, at high school, I was a part of Link Crew and ASB. Link Crew was basically kind of like the way we have peer connections here. It was just upperclassmen helping freshmen get acquainted with high school.
Awesome, thank you. I'll go ahead and spin the wheel again. Name 4 services the Student Success Center offers. Samar, that's 1. Anyone else? Any other services?
What would be the most popular question? Yep, tutoring, advising, free books, yep. Resume work, yep. Teresa, the cool thing is that our San Jose State Career Center liaison is here as well. So she'll be talking to you about that as far as like career services as well. So.
All right, so Samar, have you belonged to any organizations before?
Yes, in my community college, I was actually part of like 4 organizations. I was part of and I hold all like leadership roles in them. I was the president of my student government. I was secretary of my Black Student Union. I was secretary of my American Association of University Women, and also was the treasurer of the LGBTQ club. And currently I'm actually the secretary of American Association of University Women here on San Jose State, just to plug that in. So yeah.
Wow. What a resume. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll do one more. Thank you so much for sharing, those of you who shared. Let me see, it says here, as an incoming transfer student, how many years are you at San Jose State for a timely graduation? So if you come in as a transfer student, how many years are you expected? Yeah, you're right, 2 years. And Teresa, what would you like to share about yourself? Any organization that you belong to?
At community college, I was involved with PreOT, which is a student service support center, and Latin American student organization at all, or also student government as well.
Wow, thank you for sharing. Okay, so we're going to move on to the presentation portion of this presentation. Thank you so much for playing, and I'll hand it over to Talisha.
Thanks, Natalie. So again, Welcome everyone to your to this first annual inaugural event and our College of Health and Human Sciences online student organization fair. We are so happy to have you here, and thank you for all of the support and everything. So our first presenters is representing from the College of Health and Human Sciences Student Affairs Committee. Gabby, are you here?
Yes, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Thank you for joining us. So you have the co-host capability. So if you need to, go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, thank you. Just 1 second. All right, can you guys see my screen, the slide?
Yes, we can.
Okay, cool. All right. So my name is Gabby. I am the kinesiology representative and the vice president of the Student Affairs Committee. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. So the Student Affairs Committee existed since 1986. Our primary function of the committee is to advise the dean and of the College of Health and Human Sciences of any student problems or needs that any student may have, any person may have within the college, and to just recommend any policies or suggest any courses of actions to improve our college overall. Also, recently, we have been hosting many events throughout the college to try to bring students together. And I think that's really important just because we're all going to be working with each other at the end of the day. So we might as well start in undergrad. But essentially, we are kind of like the middleman between the students of the departments and the dean of the school. So we're just addressing any concerns that a student may have and how we can fix that by bringing it up to the dean. I'm going to be introducing the representatives of the college that we have. So first we have Kat. She is the Department of Public Health and Recreation representative. We have Jaywan, who is the Department of Hospitality, Tourism, and Event Management. We have me, the Department of Kinesiology representative, John, who is the Foundation Valley School of Nursing representative. We have Raquel, who is the Nutrition, Food, Science, and Packaging representative, Elaine, who is the Department of Occupational Therapy representative. And for School of Social Work, we actually have 2 representatives. We have Emmanuel, who is the undergraduate representative, and we have Christina, who is the master's representative. And if you want to get involved and become part of the committee, feel free to reach out to your representative and reach out to your department chair. As I mentioned, we are starting to host social events. So I'm going to briefly talk about the past events we have held and what we want to plan on holding.
What are you doing?
So we have our furry friends that we were planning on hosting March 12th, but unfortunately we couldn't due to COVID. But overall, we were trying to bring in puppies to kind of let students de-stress during midterms. Hopefully we can do that in the future because everyone loves puppies. Next, we had our annual holiday toy drive that we usually do every year. People just bring in toys to donate to charities. We also have our Walk to End Alzheimer's, our Walk to End Alzheimer's walk that we have a booth for, and we just host a booth to like support people that are passing through. We have our disaster relief training that we hosted in February, right before COVID happened. So it was a good opportunity for students to just have like a training session to really get to know what to do if a disaster were to happen. Lastly, we had our campus climate survey and pizza party, which was a great social setting to just get together and talk about the climate within the school and how to talk about and just like bring ideas together overall. As I mentioned, we are planning on hosting future events within the school year, so we're very open to any ideas anyone may have. Some ideas we have are game night, exercise, courses, coffee with a professor, paint night, and anything else that you guys may suggest to us. As I mentioned before also, please contact your representative to talk about any questions that you may have within your own department. And we want to help you. We want to bring that connection between you and the dean and answer any questions that you may have. How to contact us: we have an Instagram page, a Facebook page, Twitter that you can contact us through, or you can look directly on the website to look for how to find our emails and more about us and what we do within the departments and within our committee. And that's all I have. Do I have any questions?
Any questions for Gabby? And just to remind all of you, this is live streaming on YouTube and it will be available starting tomorrow. Just in case anybody has any questions or wants to take a picture for later review. So a great job, Gabby.
Thank you.
Like, yeah, like all of these events and everything with COVID and all of that, we're so happy that you're still able to meet and everything. So
yeah, we're really trying to bring people together still.
Yeah, and this is what this is all about, you know, just kind of bringing you all together. And it looks like every College of Health and Human Sciences major is being representative. So be sure to reach out to your student representative if you have any questions. So is there any questions for Gabby though? No? Okay, well, if anything, just make sure to put it in the chat box and then we can answer it at the next presentation. So thanks again, Gabby. And next presenter representing the hospitality, financial, and technology professionals for the SJSU chapter. Jaewon, are you here?
Yes, let me
Hi,
share
how
my
are
screen.
you?
Good, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
And can you guys all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
So my name is Jaewon, and I will be representing the HFTP San Jose State University chapter. And I am currently the president of the student organization. I am also a fourth year, a senior, and some of my previous roles were vice president and public relations officer. And we have a fairly huge management team. We have Dr. Huang as our faculty advisor. Jason is our vice president. Mehdi is our treasurer. We also have a very big event management group. Tyler will be the events manager. Cherry, Pearl, Stella are our events coordinator. And we have a big events team because we host a lot of events. And then Valentine will be our human resource coordinator. So our mission statement is to build a hospitality community that serves as a platform for personal enrichment and professional development for the students interested in pursuing their career in the hospitality industry. And we are the student chapter associated with an international nonprofit organization based in Austin, Texas. And the organization is stationed throughout the world, including Hong Kong, Japan, United Arab Emirates, Mexico, Caribbean, Canada, Australia, and many more. Some of the stuff that we do are event planning, which is a big part of the club, team building, socials, chapter networking. There are some exclusive opportunities for the student members. We also have exclusive scholarships, industry tours, and volunteer opportunities. And this is kind of a rough annual timeline for the club. January is when we go to a ALICE conference. It's the world's largest hotel investment summit. We also have a club retreat in April. We also go to the High Tech Convention, which is the biggest hospitality technology convention in the world. We also have some Thanksgiving, potluck in November, and Christmas social in December. And all of these events are either temporarily postponed or hosted online. So for some of the networking events we do a lot of industry tours. We provide industry tours, and then we also host a Q&A sessions at the end of the tour. And to accommodate to a more variety of students, we used to only focus on hotel industry, but now we're also focusing on the tech industry since we are located in the heart of the Silicon Valley. Some of the biggest tech companies that we hosted, our industry tour is the Airbnb headquarters, which is located in San Francisco, as well as the Cisco Foods located in San Francisco. And then I would say my favorite tour of a hotel that we did is the Ritz-Carlton Half Moon Bay, which is a luxury brand. So here are some photos of the tours that we do. So we have a fairly big group that attends these tours. And then we also attend conventions and conferences. Most of them are out of states, and we get to meet with our other students studying hospitality management, and also meet with professionals and attend educational sessions. And most of these conventions and conferences are fully covered by the club. And here are some more photos, which is really fun because you get to meet with students from different schools. So it's a lot of great experience that you get to receive. And we also host a chapter networking event. We meet with our parent chapters and professionals and attend a lunch or dinner educational sessions. Here are some more photos over here. And through these chapter networking events, you get to see if they have internship opportunities or learn more about the new trends in the hospitality industry. And then we also host the annual gala for the hospitality department. We invite local industry professionals, and it's a great time for the students to network with other professional industries. And it's a great event planning experience for the students who are part of the event planning. Here's some more photos. This is a photo from our very last gala that we hosted at the Glass House in San Jose, which is a very luxury venue. And then we also have fun social events. Here are some photos. We play games on campus. We go to dinner outings, lunch outings, and then we just go to cafes just to have fun as well. So we aren't just event planning team. We also have a lot of fun. And then this semester, we are planning on having various online educational webinars that are hosted by our parent chapters. And then we would also like to create groups of students so that students can get certifications in the hospitality industry that will help them in the future. And then student membership is completely free now. To sign up for the free membership, just email us at the email that you see on the screen or visit us at hftp.org. And then if you have any questions, just feel free to email us at that email over there. And then feel free to follow our social media, both on Facebook and Instagram. And we also do have a LinkedIn group called the HFTP SJSU chapter. Awesome, thank you.
Very impressive, J1. So how is the pandemic affecting all of the events going on right now and everything?
Yes, so since we aren't able to do any in-person events, one thing that our parent chapters decided to do was to host webinars for the students to kind of attend and network with the professionals so that students are all continuously learning and getting updated on the new trends. So I think that's a really good opportunity for students to attend.
Yeah, thank you so much. So does anyone have any questions for J1? Oh, and then of course, definitely reach out to them on social media and everything too. So thank you so much, J1, for that.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next presenter, I see a couple of packaging backgrounds in here. So Teresa, are you here?
Yes.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for
Good.
joining us. So this is Teresa from the Packaging Club.
Yes. Jocelyn is actually going to be the one sharing her screen.
Oh, hi, Jocelyn, how are you?
Hi, good, and you?
Thank you so much for joining us as well.
Yeah, just one. Okay. Can you guys see the?
Yes, we got it.
Okay, I'm Teresa. I'm the president of the San Jose State University Packaging Club. The major has been around for around 30 plus years. The club is comprised of packaging students or students interested in becoming packaging students. We have about 40 plus students right now. We have 3 officer positions. President is myself, Jocelyn is our vice president, and Joey is our treasurer, whom you'll hear from today as well. If you're interested in the packaging major, please contact either myself or the department head, Edmund Tang, at those emails. So what we do for our club is we try to bring in industry speakers. We've had such industries as 3M, Lion Magnus, which is food service, Foster Farms, Benefit Cosmetics. We've had several speakers from each one of those companies come in and talk to our club about what they do and what the role of packaging is in their industry. I mean, some of them are completely packaging and some of them are other products that just involve packaging. One of the other things that we do is we provide partial funds for our members to attend Pac Expo in either Chicago or Las Vegas. And Joseph is going to give you a better overview of what Pac Expo is. We also do design competitions. We encourage our members to apply to design competitions, and we supply materials and pay for entrance fees. Jocelyn is going to tell you about the competition that we do. And we assist our members in finding internship work and experiences to fulfill their degree requirements. We have several students at different internships right now. We have Tesla, Morton Salt, Foster Farms, but we have really done a lot of interesting internships, places like Google, Apple. There's just a lot.
So one of the courses that we take in our major is Packaging 170. It's called Packaging Development Management. So what Teresa was talking about is the yearly PPA student competition. This is presented every year at the Pac Expo. This is the main focus of our course. You're presented with a project, and you are told to design a package based on the situation. So for this year's competition, we were told to make a eco-friendly, sustainable package for a education toolkit for children to build, to plant their own trees. So this course is completely project-based and done with a partner. It's a culmination of multiple packaging courses, so it's usually taken at the end of your time here in our major, because a lot of the knowledge that you do gain from other courses are applied in this course. We use different computer programs such as RDOS, CAD, Photoshop, Illustrator, SolidWorks as well. And you go through the process of project development. So you make a timeline, you assign roles within your group, you depend on your partner. So you plan, work together, execute, and you present at the end. These are two designs that were made this year for this year's competition. Unfortunately, we typically cut these out and print and everything, but due to circumstances, that was impossible. But yeah, these would be designs that would have been submitted to the competition.
So this is when it's actually presented at Pac Expo. The competition usually has different types of competitions. 2019 was a box that helped or added to the user experience for the Nintendo Switch, and the first place winner for that was the party box. It acted as a projector. You just put your Switch in a little slot in the back, and the lens made it projector, so made it really good for people to use. These competitions usually have a lot of professionals that you can interact with for, say, structural design, just graphics, anything like that. It's great exposure. And then next one I'm going to talk about is the amazing packaging race. If you can go next slide, Jocelyn. Okay. So students usually compete in this. You run around to all the booths, all the different vendors. They give you little tasks to do. They ask you questions about industry, and it's a good way to connect with people from different schools because you're all going to be in the same industry later on, so might as well connect early on. And then on the left is a bunch of different types of booths that are actually at the Pac Expo. And that is it for me.
Yes, thank you for listening.
Thank you all so much. That is so cool on the packaging and everything. So do you have to be a declared NUPS major or can anyone join?
So I think we prefer a declared enough major, but if anybody is super interested, we're not going to turn anybody away. We're a pretty inclusive group. So reach
Yeah.
out. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, and it's very, and you know, just like with the comments in the chat box right now, very informative. And we never knew it took so much detail and everything for packaging. So thank you all so much for that information and all that. So definitely reach out to the Packaging Club if you are interested. So next up, we have the Pre-Occupational Therapy Club.
It's Lily. Oh, I hope they
So
can hear.
let's go ahead and introduce Jalisa and Alyssa.
Hello. So I'll actually be sharing my screen for this one. So,
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having us.
all right, can everyone see that?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, so my name is Jalissa. I'm the president of the club.
And my name is Alyssa, and I am the vice president of the club.
Yes, and then this is the Pre-Occupational Therapy Club. So for our club goals and purpose, the purpose of this organization is to provide students interested in the field of occupational therapy with opportunities to learn about the profession, explore campus and community resources related to occupational therapy. And you also get the chance to network with clinicians, professors, and other students as well. So the history of our club, the PreOT Club has been an SJSU student organization for a few years now, and they just provide resources and opportunities for interested students that are interested in the OT field, and it just helps further their knowledge about occupational therapy. And for many of us, I'm sure, are asking what is occupational therapy. So this is coming from AOTA. It's the main organization for occupational therapy. So they state that occupational therapy is the only profession that helps people across the lifespan to do the things they want and need to do through the therapeutic use of daily activities such as many occupations. And occupational therapy practitioners enable people of all ages to live life to its fullest by helping them promote health and prevent or live better with injury, illness, or disability. And many of this, what is awesome about occupational therapy is that you can pretty much go into any field. There's different inpatient, outpatient clinics, hand therapy, you could work at a school, you could work at a hospital, and the list goes on. And then, so for some of our leadership and network opportunities, we have many collaborations with the San Jose State Student Occupational Therapy Association. And those are all students that are currently in our OT program here at SJSU. And then you also connect with the SJSU OT department faculty and the CHHS staff. And you can also become a board member of the PreOT Club because that looks very good on applications.
All right, so there's so many benefits to joining the PreOT Club. Some of them are you're able to connect with students who also share the same interests as you, and you can all learn together. You're the first to learn about all of the volunteering opportunities to participate in throughout the community and in the area. You're able to network with the occupational therapists through the provided workshops that we bring in. And you can also connect with the SJSU occupational therapy students and the faculty that are in the master's program right now. Learn how to apply for OT school. And we also are going to be hosting an occupational therapy panel in November. So if you're a member, make sure you come out to that. And then actually on October 7th at 5 p.m., we are going to be hosting a grad school application workshop with the College of Health and Human Sciences. So it's a great opportunity to learn about grad school and what you need to get into grad school. And you can also gain leadership, professional, and networking skills. So here's how to join if you're interested. We do require a $5 due per semester. You can Venmo our treasurer, Melanie, to be added to the official email list to be updated on all of the volunteering opportunities, future club events, and even more. So here's her Venmo. It's Melanie with 3 E's. And in the description, make sure you write PreOT Club Fall 2020, and please include your email. Melanie's Venmo is private, so your transactions will also be private if you're worried about that. Her QR code is right here, and that is how to join. Next, here's how to contact us. Our Instagram is at sjsu.preotclub. Our email is sjsu.preot@gmail.com. And also make sure to join our SAMI app group, which is Pre-Occupational Therapy Club. We're very happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So send us an email or DM us on Instagram if you have any questions about joining. And also, if you know anyone who's interested in occupational therapy, send them on over and we'll be happy to let them be a part of our club. And a cool thing about our club is that really you can be any major, as long as like if you're interested in OT, you can be in our club. It doesn't matter what major you are. And yeah, happy to have you. Any questions?
Yeah, and feel free to send us, if you guys wanted to join, you can go ahead and send us like a private message on here also, and we can help you out with that as well.
Thank you, Jaleesa and Alyssa. So how are you two doing and everything? Are you seniors or are you getting ready to graduate soon?
Yes.
I'm actually graduating in December, so this is my last semester.
Yeah, and I'll be graduating in the spring.
So what are your future plans or anything?
I'm currently applying for grad school right now, so I'll be going straight to grad school after I graduate.
And I'm taking a gap year.
Oh, congratulations to both of you. So
Thank you.
yeah, this is going to be awesome too, because remember, with all of these student representatives, they are students. So, you know, us in the Student Success Center Advising Center, we can talk to you about your classes, but this can be, you know, one of a kind student perspective. And that's why we are having this event for you. So please reach out. Is there any questions or anything for Alyssa and Jaleesa? Yeah, congratulations. So class of 2020 and 21, huh?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll be on campus soon. So.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you both so much for participating in this event. To move on from the to the next presentation, we have Monica from the Public Health Honor Society. Monica, are you here?
Yes, hi.
Hi, thank you for joining us, and how are you?
I'm good. I just got out of a midterm, so I'm a little bit intense right now. I mean, I'm a little bit tense right now, but it's all right.
Yeah, and thank you. I know you're having midterms and your test right now, so thank you all for taking time of this to join us and all that. So yeah, whenever you're ready, Monica.
No worries. Thank
you
you
can share
so
the
much.
screen.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for taking your time to be here. Really appreciate it, and thanks for having me, Miss Talisha. So I am Monica Rivera. I am the events coordinator for the Public Health Honor Society. And who are we? So the Public Health Honor Society in San Jose State is a honor society that acknowledges students who are majoring in public health. And yeah, we acknowledge and give awards to undergraduate public health students for their academic excellence and their passion in this major, in this industry. So this organization, members are encouraged to keep their grades up and be involved in the community through volunteer service and participate in philanthropic activities that we also hold. So our membership requirements, you have to be a public health major or minor to be in this honor society. You also must have a 3.0 cumulative GPA and 3.5 public health GPA, which is basically just adding all of your PH classes or health science classes together and divide it by the GPA rate. And then so for the public health units, you must have completed at least 12 public health units. And yeah, those are pretty much our basic membership requirements. For our commitments, so this is per semester. We require from 20 hours, we cut it down to 15. due to, you know, the situation today, which is we're in the pandemic, and we don't want our members to pretty much struggle and pretty much like kind of like force them out there to volunteer. So we cut it down to 15. We also hold events ourselves, like the PHHS. We hold events virtually to gain community service hours. And you also have to attend 2 virtual events, which don't necessarily have to be held by us, but also other groups in San Jose State. And 1 participation of the Community Outreach Project, or COP, which we hold. So this is like the Public Health Honor Society's, I'm sorry about that. This is the Public Health Honor Society's own little like event that we hold. And we usually hold the COPs in person because this whole project is like a one big project that we hold in each semester. And we usually do like a health fair. And so far, these are the events that we've held. So we've had our first meeting, and this is our flyer. We also have had game night series to, you know, encourage our members to pretty much like be involved and also meet fellow peers and new members in the Honor Society. And we also have our COP for this semester is called Sending Some Love. So we write letters for different organizations and we send it to them. So for our fees, we ask $80 from each member, but it's only a one-time payment. That means once the members pay the $80 fully, then it's for the whole like 4 years or like their whole time here in San Jose State until they graduate. So that basically pays for the stalls and then public events such as the health fairs, and then also merchandise because we also sell merch. And then we also offer payment installments for those who are in need of help paying. And that's it. For any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email the Health Science Honor Society. As you guys have known, the public health department became the public health from health science because it used to be HS. Yes. And then we also have our Instagram and most importantly, our website. So feel free to check it out. It's the SJSU hs2.weebly.com. Thank you.
So Monica, with the pandemic going on, has there been a lot of interest in public health majors and everything lately? Or are we getting a lot more questions?
Yes, specifically like just being in like the major itself, you know, it's a lot to take in, like from our classes to pretty much like internships and stuff. We pretty much discuss all of that being in this honor society.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Any
awesome.
questions?
And are you graduating soon or?
Yeah, I am graduating in spring 2021. So yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. All right, so any questions for Jocelyn? And yeah, sounds like a great opportunity for the public health majors. We cannot wait to see how all of you change the world. And with that, last but certainly not least, we have a very special guest. We have our Career Center liaison for all of our College of Health and Human Sciences majors, Kristen Keller. So thank you, Kristen, for joining us from the Career Center.
Hi, everyone. It is so nice to be here. Thank you, Talisha, for the invitation. Can everyone see my screen here?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. So always really fun to be in a room full of people who are trying to give back and get the most out of their education, because that's what the Career Center is all about. I'm really lucky. I'm one of 10 career counselors here at San Jose State. And you guys have all heard people telling you that it's not just good grades in college, it's who you meet and what you do outside the classroom and the projects that you do and the internships. And our job as career counselors is to help you really tell that story, both online, in a resume, in an interview, and maximize the opportunities you have so you are set for not only a great internship or opportunities during college, but also afterward. So I'll just give you a quick overview today of what we do here. But before I do, I'm going to make you guys play along with me because I don't like everyone staring at me the whole time. So in the chat box, I've got a question for you guys here. So the question is, involvement in clubs can improve your chances of getting an internship or job. And the question is that a fact or a myth? All right, good job, you guys. So that is absolutely a fact. As a former recruiter and someone who's hired a ton of people, anytime I look at a resume and I see that someone's been involved in a club on campus, I'm like, ooh, okay, let's see what this person might be able to bring to my organization. So it's really great that you guys are all here trying to find out how you want to be strategic and how you want to get the most out of your time at San Jose State. So let's talk about what the Career Center and my colleagues can do for you. Our job is really to make the most of your time on campus and beyond. One of the things that we do is really help you to identify what are you good at and what do you like to do and how can we turn that into a really successful, productive life. So teaching you how to market those strengths on a resume, in an interview situation, teaching you the best tips and tricks about how to get a job during COVID, how to find an internship, how to network your way into success. So we have a number of different webinars. We have one-on-one meetings with students virtually, of course, and we have a lot of events that I'll be telling you guys about. Number 3, we are absolutely here to help you guys find internships and jobs. We have our own job board. It's called Handshake, and I'll show you that at the very end. And the other thing that we do is a lot of students during your time at San Jose State, you're either going to be trying to answer the question like, what should I major in? Or what kind of career might actually match that major and be what I want to do the rest of my life. So for people like that, we have a lot of tools online that will help you assess your interests and your skills, as well as you can meet with career counselor to have those discussions over Zoom if you prefer. So that is kind of like, and this is our general team down below. All right, so I want to give you guys at least one tip before you leave here today. A lot of people think we're just about resumes. It's not just all we're about, but a big thing at San Jose State is to be able to share with others what you have to offer. And that usually first time comes on a resume. So the resume tip for today is every single person watching this is probably going to get involved in a club in some way. All right. If for, let's just say you're Alyssa or a J1 or someone else who's been sharing and presenting, you are more than just a member of a club. So if your resume, if all it says right now under activities is member, you know, Public Honor Society, if that's all it says, you're actually doing yourself a huge disservice. So the tip is if you've held any kind of leadership role or you've done any kind of projects during your club involvement, you can actually write it down as experience. And a career counselor can work with you to create bullets to highlight what do you want to show that you gave back during that time. So this person was involved in event management and they organized 2 recruitment events per year that served over 300 students. So the tip here is to give yourself credit for all of the unpaid volunteer or even class projects you did. You are learning and getting skills from each one of those things, and a career counselor will help you to identify those things. All right, so now I just want to give you a quick overview. The Career Service Career Counseling Center, we offer appointments, workshops, we do trainings, and we do a lot of different things, right? So you can find us in a number of different ways. You can actually schedule one-on-one meetings with a career counselor on Spartan Connect under the career area. We offer a number of different virtual workshops throughout the school year, both in the classroom and then online. And some of our most popular workshops are job fair success, because we are in the job fair season right now. I'll tell you about that in a second. Resume tips, networking and informational interviews, how to make the most of them, the job and internship search, and more. And then last but not least, we do offer a number of job fairs throughout the year. Of course, this year, they're all virtual. And if you would like to get a list of all the different job fairs that have happened and are still happening this semester, you can go on the URL there, which is sjsu.joinhandshake.com. And that will give you a list of the job fairs that are still coming up. They're all going to be hosted online through Handshake. You don't have to leave your bedroom, and you'll have the opportunity to interact. Regardless of what's going on with COVID, there are still employers out there that want to meet you guys, that want to offer you internships and jobs after graduation. So I really encourage you to check out who's coming. Consider registering online. And the job fairs, you'll actually either get to choose between meeting one-on-one with an employer for up to 10 minutes, or going to a group session where you could just go and listen to what's going on with their company and even ask them questions. All right, so I don't want to miss this. One of the things at the Career Center that we're proud of is that we are available to you guys 24 hours a day, whether it's, we have a lot of online content, we have apps that you can use, and a lot of our tips and tricks are all on our website, which is here, sjsu.edu/. And just some of the things you're going to see when you log in is we have tools for people looking to do major and career exploration. If you need to create a resume or a cover letter for an internship or job, we even have samples for almost every major at San Jose State. We have a student sample that you can look at and get some tips on how to best market yourself. We have tips on how to build experience even during COVID. Networking, we even have our own online mentoring platform. There's a lot of interview preparation. Everyone is nervous when it comes to interviews, but you can practice and get better. We have a lot of tips of that and more. So this is my little plug for myself, one of the things I'm most proud of. So obviously we're here, pretty much everyone attending today is probably a part of the College of Health and Human Sciences. And we have our own career fair, guys. You may not know it. We've done this for about 3 years now. And this year it will be virtual. It will be happening on Thursday, October 8th from 4 to 7 p.m. It will be done on Handshake. And you can get the link right off of our website there. And this will be the opportunity for you to meet with employers, like I said, either in a one-on-one virtual setting or in a group setting. Now, what's a little bit different this year is that you do need to register online in order to attend, and you have to sign up for who you want to meet with. So there's a little bit of pre-work that needs to be done, but I really hope you will take advantage of this opportunity. Even if your dream job and dream employer is not there, it's a really good way for you to just put yourself out there, get exposed, find out who is hiring, and get some ideas for yourself. And the other thing is recruiters know recruiters. So even if your dream employer isn't there, being able to share what you're looking for, if they really like you, you never know who they know. So that is coming up, and you'll find more information. You can register on Handshake. Another really great event I want to highlight is coming up on Friday, October 9th. And this is the Spartan Leadership and Career Conference, which is very related to this group that's here today. It is a virtual conference. It goes on all day between 9 and 4, but you can log in and out based on what topics are being discussed and what breakout rooms you want to go to. But we have got employers from eBay, Lockheed Martin, Texas Instruments, HPE, City of San Jose, Verizon, and a bunch of other employers who are going to be speaking and doing presentations during this event. So this will be your opportunity to log in, interact with them, make a great first impression, and even put yourself out there for a job. So you can find out about events like this one on Handshake off of the Career Center page. All right, so we're getting towards the end here. We realize that with everything going on, you guys are in the middle of midterms. Many of you are still working and taking care of your families, that sometimes it's easier just to be able to log on and get some information from an app versus scheduling an appointment with a career counselor. We have every single one of these apps on this page is going to help you find work or get work, basically. So Handshake is where you will go to do these virtual career fairs. It is also a job board, so you can find jobs and internships on it. SJSU Mentoring is a networking platform for you to find. We have tons of OTs and PTs and health specialists who want to give back and provide advice to SJSU students like you, and you can connect up with them based on, look at their profile, and if you want to ask them some questions, you can interact with them on that. Focus 2 is a great place to research careers if you're trying to figure out what should I do for graduate school, or will I make more money as a nurse or as a social worker? It also has a lot of tests on it. So if you're still at the stage of trying to figure out, like, what am I most interested in? What am I good at? Focus 2 provides you with a lot of tests that are free. Big Interview is our other option. Interviewing is nerve-wracking for everyone. This is home to hundreds of interview questions, examples on how to answer them, how not to answer them, and you can even record yourself answering them. So that allows you to give yourself some feedback. And then last but not least, if you prefer to get resume feedback on your own versus meeting with a career counselor one-on-one, you can upload your resume on VMOC and get instant feedback and get a score and suggestions on how to improve it. Okay, so those are our apps. And on the bottom here, you can see you can access all of these through sjsu.edu/career center. And then just to show you really quickly, Handshake is our main board. This is how you would log on if you were to go to one.sjsu.edu. You could go ahead and plug in Handshake there, and that will take you to register for fairs and look for jobs. If you were to log in, this is where you would go to either look for jobs, or if you wanted to register for our career fair, you would go ahead and click on the events page. Like I said, we have a job board, which has lots and lots of jobs, and you can go ahead and use that in the search tools to do that. And remember, these people are looking for San Jose State grads. So if you are not incorporating Handshake into your job search, you absolutely should. Where you would go for registering for any upcoming events like the health fair. And one more question for you guys. Go ahead and put it in the chat box. When should you first visit the Career Center? Now that you have a better understanding of all the different things we do you think you should go your first semester, second semester, last semester, or never? And I'll cry if you put never. Any clues? All right, well, obviously it's first semester. Sooner is always better than later. Every student I've ever met with always said, why didn't I come sooner? My goodness, I would have been so much less stressed out. You do have free access to the Career Center 1 year after graduation. That's a new thing we just added due to COVID, but I would highly recommend you not wait until after graduation. We are here to help you get through this time, okay? And last question, you don't need to answer this, but it's the trick question. We offer all of these resources. So everything from exploring majors, getting your resume or your cover letter reviewed, tips on your job search if it's not going very well to figure out what you could do differently, interviewing, we do it all. So I hope this has given you guys some ideas of all the different resources that are available to you through the Career Center. Here's our website once again. And of course, if you wanted to reach out to me directly, I'm the career counselor and I specialize in health. You can email me directly at kristen.m.keller sjsu.edu. And if we ever get back to campus, you'll find us in the administration building next to engineering. So if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and let me know. If you would like to put your name in the hat for a $20 Amazon gift card, we're always trying to get feedback on how we could better get the word out about our services. You could go ahead and type in that bit.ly. But thank you so much for letting me be here, and congrats for really trying to maximize your time at San Jose State.
Thank you, Kristen. We do have a question in the chat. Can Handshake help us get jobs as undergraduates?
Absolutely. So we have paid jobs, paid full-time jobs, paid part-time jobs, just regular jobs without pay are on Handshake. And then all of the events that I was telling you about are on Handshake, and those are going to allow you to network with employers who could also get you jobs. The key right now to finding work is who you know, because there are so many people out of work. Networking is the key to finding opportunities.
Thank you, Kristen. And to plug our center, you can actually make an appointment with Kristen through our center as well. And she has dedicated time specifically for our College of Health and Human Sciences majors. So when we are back on campus, she used to be my office neighbor in the health building. So we are back on campus, Kristen, would love to see you and everything, but yes, definitely make a virtual appointment with the Career Center, and then of course with us in the Student Success Center as well. So, okay, well, the time is 5 o'clock. Natalie and Renee, is there anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes, I am putting a link in the chat. We would love to have your feedback to help us may improve and figure out how to best help you feel connected and participate in school events that we're running as we're all distancing and sheltering in place. We know that finding connections is a challenge, and we want to make sure that we help provide some of that. So if you would all please complete the form, we'd love to have some feedback and some suggestions. That would be great. And keep an eye out on your email. We also have a virtual care package coming your way. So hopefully that will help you. I understand that it is midterm time frame right now, so hopefully some of that will help as well. So with that, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone coming, and super informative. Thank you to all of our presenters, and we appreciate it all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. You take care and stay safe. Bye.